So, what if the entire feel of your day, every little frustration, every single win, was actually decided by one choice you make the second you wake up? Today, we're going to walk through a pretty typical day, but we're going to look at it through two totally different lenses. You'll see just how powerful that one choice really is. It all boils down to this one question right here. Seriously, think about it for a second. Do you feel like you're just putting out fires all day, constantly reacting to whatever gets thrown at you? Or do you feel like you're actually in the driver's seat, deciding where you want to go? That's the heart of what we're digging into today. So that choice we talked about, it's a fork in the road between these two paths. You've got the chaotic, tangled path of the restricted mindset, or the clear, intentional path of the awakening mindset. One is kind of our factory default setting, but the other, well, that's a conscious choice. Let's start with the one most of us know a little too well. Okay, first up, the restricted mindset. Think of this as your autopilot mode. It's fueled by those nagging little voices in your head, those self-limiting beliefs. It leads to knee-jerk reactions, and honestly, it leaves us completely clueless about our own energy levels. Sound familiar? Yeah, a lot of us live here and don't even realize it.
But there is another way. The awakening mindset. And listen, this isn't about being perfect. It's just about consciously choosing to act with intention. It's about getting to know yourself, communicating from a real place, and bringing your whole self, spirit, mind, heart, and body along for the ride. It's this incredible shift from just reacting to your day to actually creating it.
So, what does this actually look like in real life? Let's zoom in on the very beginning of the day with what we're calling the morning hurdle. Because, let's be real, those first few moments can really set the tone for everything else.
Picture it. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. That alarm goes off, yanking you out of sleep. The day is officially on. And right here, in this very first moment, you've got a critical choice to make.
And here it is, that first choice, the restricted reaction. You immediately grab your phone, you start scrolling through this flood of emails, notifications, bad news, and bam, you instantly feel rushed, anxious, like you're already behind. Now, the awakening response, you just pause. You take one single conscious breath, and you set a simple intention for the day, connecting with who you really want to be. And trust me, it's way simpler than it sounds. Step one is literally just pause. Fight that urge to grab your phone. Step two, set a super simple intention. Something like, today I'm going to be present, or I will be kind to myself. And step three, just take a second to connect with that feeling, to align with your deeper values before the world comes rushing in. This isn't just some feel-good idea. It's actually backed by science. The pioneering work from people like John Kabat-Zinn shows that these simple, mindfulness-based routines, like setting an intention, are proven to cut down on stress and seriously boost your well-being. That tiny pause makes a huge difference.
All right, so you've started your day with intention. Awesome. But then, life happens, right? So let's fast forward to our next common hurdle, the midday work stressor.
It's 11:30 a.m. You're in your groove. You're getting things done. And then, bam, that email lands. You know the one. It feels critical, it's demanding, and it kind of feels like it's attacking your work. Your heart starts pounding. Here we go again. Another choice point. The restricted reaction, we immediately fire back a defensive reply. We're typing like crazy, our anxiety's through the roof, and we're probably just making things worse. The awakening response, though, it starts with a breath. You stop and you identify that limiting thought. Maybe it's, they think I'm failing, and then you choose to communicate authentically and clearly. This little four-step process can change everything. First, always pause and breathe. Don't just react. Second, figure out what's really triggering you. Ask yourself, what's the story I'm telling myself right now? Third, reframe that story from a place of awareness, not fear. And finally, communicate your truth, but do it with clarity and respect. And this practice isn't just about feeling better, it's about leading better. I mean, as the incredible researcher Brené Brown has found, leadership gets a whole lot more effective when we practice authenticity and self-awareness every single day. Responding this way, even to a single email, actually makes you a better, more respected leader. So we've talked about the mind and the heart, but what about the body? Let's move on to that challenge we all know so well, the dreaded afternoon slump. Okay, it's 3 p.m. The end of the workday is in sight, but your body feels like it checked out an hour ago. Your energy has just hit a brick wall and your focus completely gone. So what do you do? And here we are again, at another fork in the road. The restricted reaction is to just grab more caffeine and try to muscle through it, completely ignoring what your body is trying to tell you. The awakening response, you actually acknowledge the energy dip without judging yourself. You take a real, mindful break, and you actively manage your energy instead of just fighting it. And the how here is so simple. First, do a quick energy check. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at? Second, honor that answer. What does your body need right now? Water? A good stretch? Just a moment of quiet? And third, give it what it's asking for. A 5-minute reset, a quick walk around, some deep breaths can be way more productive than an hour of fighting exhaustion. So from that morning alarm to the afternoon slump, we've seen that at every single turn, our mindset is our choice. The source material for this explainer has a great name for this. It's called the Joy Mindset System. And Joy stands for Journey Options You Choose. It's just a simple reminder that in every situation, you have options. So let's pack our toolkit with the big takeaways from today. First, start your day with intention. Second, get good at catching and reframing those limiting thoughts as they happen. Third, practice communicating from an authentic place. And finally, honor your body's natural energy cycles. These 4 things can totally reshape your entire experience of your day. And this whole framework, it's built on decades of solid research. It lines up perfectly with Carol Dweck's groundbreaking work on mindset. She's the one who showed us the huge power of having a growth mindset, the belief that we can change and grow, over a fixed mindset, which is what keeps us feeling stuck. So in the end, the awakening mindset isn't some far-off place you have to get to. It's just a series of small choices you make, moment by moment, every single day. So the real question isn't whether you can do it. It's, what's the one small, intentional choice you're going to make differently tomorrow?